Okay, so today I'm doing a live stream over Hitler's suicide for my English class. Um so Hitler, otherwise known as Der Führer Adolf Hitler, dictator of Germany, uh he pretty much decided to kill himself after losing the I believe it was Second World War, I believe. Um so Adolf Hitler, dictator of Germany, borrowed away in a refurbished air raid shelter, consumes a cyanide capsule, which is it pretty much makes it look like you have rabies, but it's really an acid that kills you. Then he shoots himself with a pistol on this day in 1945 as his 1,000 year reach collapsed above him. Hitler had repaired to his bunker on January 16th after deciding to remain in Berlin for the last great siege of the war. 55 feet under the Chancellery, otherwise known as Hitler's headquarters as Chancellor, the shelter contained 18 small rooms and was fully self-sufficient, with its own water and electrical supply. He left only rarely, once to decorate a squadron of Hitler Youth, and spent most of his time micromanaging what was left of Germany's defenses and entertaining such guests as I'm probably going to end up saying this wrong, Hermann Göring, Heinrich Himmler, and Joachim von Ribbentrop as his side, where Evan Braun at his side whom he married only 2 days before their double suicide. His dog and a stallion named Blondie, warned by officers, and also, warned by officers, the Russians were only a day or so from overtaking the Chancellery and urged to escape the I don't know how to say that. Berchtesgaden, a small town in the Bavarian Alps where Hitler owned a home. The dictator instead chose suicide. It is believed that both he and his wife swallowed cyanide capsules, which had been tested for their efficacy on his beloved dog and her pups. Which I'm not against doing tests on dogs. Like, how do I put it? I don't like doing it to animals. So, that should tell you something. Yeah, for good measures, he shot himself with his service pistol. The bodies of Hitler and Eva were cremated, otherwise known as Hitler's wife Eva. Cremated in the Chancellery garden by the bunker survivors, as per Der Führer's orders, and reportedly later recovered in part by Russian troops. A German court finally officially declared Hitler dead, but not until 1965. So, even though he shot himself in 1945, they never completely declared his death until 1956, which is really sad and interesting, because normally you would typically find more evidence that he was dead by then, but if it actually took them that long to find his bunker, then I could understand that. There are some people who think that Adolf Hitler's death is fake. Is Hitler's suicide fake? Okay. So there are some conspiracy theories about Adolf Hitler, or Hitler, however in the world you want to say it. Okay, here's something. Sorry, hold on, I'm just looking at something. Okay, so Adolf Hitler. So pretty much what I'm looking at is there are multiple different things. Like it says disclaimer, this FBI's FOIA library contains many files of public interest and historical value. So pretty much I'm looking at a website that is thorough. Adolf Hitler, 1869 through 1945, was leader of the National Socialist Nazi Party and Chancellor of Germany from 1933 to 1945. He led that country into World War II in 1939. The documents in this file range from 1933 to 1947, but primarily fall either in 1933 or between 1945. Western Allied forces suspected that Hitler has committed suicide but did not immediately find evidence of his death. So pretty much, yeah, it took them a little while to prove that he was dead or to find his bunker. At the time, it was feared that Hitler may have escaped into the closing days of the war, and searches were made out to determine if he was still alive. FBI files indicate that the Bureau investigated some of the rumors of Hitler's survival. Oh, geez. This is actual stuff. This might actually be stuff from... Holy scheisse. This is actually... Okay, guys. I'm looking at documents. They're from... Oh, jeez. These are documents from September 21st, 1945. Los Angeles. Security letter G. Reports contact hiding Adolf Hitler upon his leading by submarine in Hitler reported to be hiding out of... Wow. They actually had strong evidence. There are 203 pages of this. That should tell you something about Hitler. If they have 203 pages that all discuss his suicide or whether or not he was still alive after World War II until they actually figure it out, that's a lot of pages. Mind you, some of the stuff is blacked out because, well, this is stuff from the FBI. They have the right to block out some stuff. Okay, I think this is... Holy cow. 1937. October 26, 1945. October 22nd, 1945. Jeez, this stuff is legit. November 14th, 1945. November 3rd, 1945. Dear friend, I have some... So this is from... I don't know. I have some news in my possession which I believe to be true and would interest you very much. I cannot divulge the man's name. It present who gave me the news, but I will give you the news I have, and if you think it's worthwhile, then you can have one of your men contact me for further information. Hitler is in Argentina. He is living in a whoa. Okay. He's living in a great underground establishment beneath the vast mountains, 675 miles west from. I can't say that. 430 miles northwest of the. Lord knows. Two doubles. There with Hitler. The western entrance to elevators leading to Hitler's new underground is a veil occupied. Wow, the FBI actually had to cross out the dude's name. Do not believe this British lie that Hitler is dead. I am full-blooded mercenary and think that this should be investigated at once. Your friend. And then they blocked it out. Got more stuff. This is, if I were to show you guys this, like, I barely was able to find this. Dang. Okay, hold up. So I'm on part 1 of 4 of like the 4 things I could go through. The first part has 203 pages. I don't even want to know what else has them. I found another one. Dear Blank, thank you for your letter of November 7th, 1945, the contents of which I have been carefully noted by me. In the event you have any additional information which you believe, say to be of interest in this bureau, please feel free to further to the special agent in charge of the New York Field Division, the address of which is 234 Dalton States Courthouse, Foley Square, New York 7, New York. Jeez Louise. Holy cow, they actually ended up blanking out a whole bunch of stuff. I can't read that. That's like gibberish, but it's in cursive and I can't read cursive all that well. Another one from the same person that said dear and then it was crossed out. I thank you for your letter of October 26th and for the helping which you closed. I am sorry that I do not have any recent information concerning sincerely yours, John Edgar Hoover. Okay. So he's the director. John Edgar Hoover's the director. It's even stamped and everything. Like November 14th, 1945 p.m. and stuff like that. So that's actually pretty interesting. Why does that say December 3rd? I don't know. Holy cow. The Nazis are winning and anyways, I'm going to go and turn this into my English teacher because, well, I'm dumb. Well, I'm signing off, guys. See you guys later.